What you can do to help tornado victims, the coronavirus strikes Tennessee, and police need your help. All this plus sports, weather, and more. APSU-TV News starts right now. Welcome to your APSU-TV News Weekend Update.
It's Friday, March 6, 2020.
I'm Meghann Stamps.
And I'm Sydney Hawkins.
The city of Nashville is working to recover after a tornado ripped apart neighborhoods late Monday night into Tuesday morning. Homes were destroyed and lives were lost. Hashtag Nashville Strong has trended all week as we begin the healing process in the middle of this devastation. One admin on East Nashville's Facebook page posted multiple ways that you can volunteer to help Music City. One of the ways the admin Paul Nicholson posted you can help is volunteering with Hands on Nashville. You can commit your time or follow for Nashville recovery updates at the link hon.org. You can also send food donations to Second Harvest midtn.org or monetary donations to the Community Foundation at cfmtn.org. Anything will help. In addition, the American Red Cross is also helping all over Music City in the aftermath of this week's deadly tornado. Nashville.gov says that the Nashville chapter American Red Cross is the lead agency responsible for sheltering and mass care services in Nashville. The Nashville chapter will provide food, clothing, water, medications, and other basic needs for tornado victims. You can partner with the organization by either donating much-needed blood or volunteering your time. You can also text Red Cross, all one word, to 90999 to make a $10 donation. And again, anything helps right now.
President Trump landed in Music City, Nashville this morning. WTVF Channel 5 reported the president's landing. The president announced his visit to Nashville, Tennessee yesterday during the National Association of Counties Legislative Conference, where he offered his condolences to the families of the 19 people who lost their lives after this Tuesday's tornado and to the other Nashvillians who were affected. He says he plans to visit the areas that were affected most.
You know, this has really been tough all week, but I'm glad that our campus and a lot of the citizens in Nashville have all been stepping up. Like, I think I saw a post on Facebook that said if you've never been in Tennessee before, you're going to see right now why they call it volunteer state.
Mm-hmm. I know all of the president, or most of the president of each organization on campus, we've come together to develop some type of donation drive for students too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I know it's hurt us personally too. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you, but a couple of my family members, thankfully, you know, they've all been safe, but roofs have been blown off, the whole street's been messed up. But what just keeps amazing me is how many people have really stepped up, because I've seen it all over the news. Every time I'm in the car and hear it on the radio, how many donations there are, how many people are getting out there and just volunteering, picking up things and rebuilding things, and just things you wouldn't even think of, like donating diapers, or I don't know. It just seems really like the community of Nashville and just all of Tennessee has stepped up.
Yeah. Clarksville police are asking for your help to find a driver who hit a man in the road and drove away. Officers say someone driving a white Ford F-150 struck the man Tuesday night on Providence Boulevard near Peters Mill Road. Medical crews flew the injured man to a Nashville hospital in critical condition. Police say the white pickup truck will most likely have damage to the driver's side front end. Call the police if you have any information. New information in the case of Meghann Boswell following the disappearance of her 15-month-old daughter, Evelyn May. The missing child's mother was denied a bond reduction by Sullivan County General Session Court Judge Klein Lauterbach on Monday. Her bond will remain at $25,000. Boswell is charged with filing a false police report. Governor Bill Lee has also confirmed a case of the coronavirus here in Tennessee. Governor Lee held a press conference yesterday morning with the Tennessee Department of Health to provide updates on the case and how they plan to keep Tennesseans safe. He announced the formation of the Coronavirus Task Force, coordinated to prevent, identify, and treat potential cases of the coronavirus. Austin Peay State University officials also released a statement yesterday morning to announce their plan to keep our students safe from the coronavirus. Officials say the university formed a special task force to reduce the potential spread of the virus on our campus. Officials say more than 120 bottles of hand sanitizer have been distributed across campus, and there are more to come, along with disinfectant wipes and gels. They are also encouraging students to wash their hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds, to frequently clean surfaces including your cell phones, laptops, and keyboards, avoid sharing food utensils, containers, and other personal items, and to visit the Boyd Health Services or your primary care provider if you develop a fever of 100.4 or higher.
Also right now, Clarksville police want you to look closely at some photos that may help to solve a deadly shooting. Officers say that Ontario Marbury was shot and killed at a party on College Street last October. As of right now, these new photos have been released of 3 men possibly in connection to the incident. Investigators say that they believe these individuals may have valuable information about the case. The people pictured are not suspects at this time, but if you recognize anyone from these pictures, you can call Clarksville Police or submit a tip anonymously to the Clarksville Police website tip line. Coming up, we have Kyren Harvey with our Political Corner. APSU-TV News will be right back.
You're looking at me in the future. Okay. Hi, Isaac.
Hi.
Wait a second.
Do you know who I am?
Julia.
This is Jaina. Into the future. I just wanted to talk to you about what happened with those 2 girls.
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember it was this girl that I was getting bullied by that one day at Peay when they were like yelling at me, and then you just linked arms with me? I don't think you know how much like that helped me, because like I finally like knew that I had somebody. Because of you, Isaac, and what you did for me years ago, I grew up to be more independent and love myself and just be a little bit more confident.
Aw, I'm like a little tearing up right now. Just to see her in the future just blossom and look beautiful, and that was really amazing.
Jason, let's go see your room.
What do you think? We kept it a little spare, so you can decorate it how you like.
Dinner!
Go. Excellent. Soccer is fun. Yeah, I saw you guys out there. We're the family. Yeah! Oh, I thought you were on my team.
Welcome back to APSU-TV News. I'm Kyren Harvey with your Political Corner. The much-debated school voucher program is facing another legal challenge. The plan faced its second lawsuit this past Monday. The American Civil Liberties Union of Tennessee filed the complaint after declaring the voucher law was illegal under the Tennessee Constitution's home rule. That rule allows cities to adopt their own charter, and the legislature has no legal standing to change those rules. The suit also alleges concerns of favoritism of the private schools, quote, diverting limited public education funding to private schools that do not provide students the same standards of education and civil rights protection as public schools, violates Tennessee's Constitution and state law, end quote. Former Vice President Joe Biden won the Tennessee presidential primary during Super Tuesday. This win for Biden and the Tennessee Democratic Party comes after the Nashville tornado caused some polling places to stay open a lot later. The Democratic race is narrowing down now that former candidates Mike Bloomberg and Elizabeth Warren have recently dropped out of the running. City damage and a huge death toll did not stop Tennessee lawmakers from following through with some changes. The House and Senate panel voted to go forward with the governor's proposal to let adults over 21 to carry firearms without a license that requires training and a background check. State senators also passed a proposal of the bill that would ban women from having abortions once a fetal heartbeat is detected, along with other restrictions. Representative John Wright Clemens said, quote, "We've lost a lot of life here in in Nashville, Putnam County, and across the mid-state, so I'd be remiss if I didn't just note that I find it very upsetting that we are in session today," end quote. A new TennCare director was appointed by Governor Bill Lee on Monday. Former Governor Bill Haslam's former Chief of Staff, Stephen Smith, is the new director of the Tennessee Medicaid program. In times of tragedy, it's natural to want to help in whatever way you can, but before donating to Tennessee tornado relief efforts, beware. A scam artist might use your good intentions against you with fraudulent emails, social media posts, calls, texts, donation websites, and even door-to-door knocks soliciting donations. Meredith Wood has 3 things to look out for in today's Consumer Watch.
Donating money on the internet is a gamble. With so much anonymity and very little accountability, how do you make sure your donations during tragic events don't fall into the wrong hands? According to the Department of Homeland Security Cyber Agency, here are 3 things you should consider to avoid donation scams. Number 1, research charities or crowdfunding campaigns yourself and make sure it's clear exactly where your money is going.
There's ample opportunity for hoaxes like that to be conducted, and unless a company, organization, or even an individual does their own due diligence to look into something, they may be subject to it.
Number 2, be cautious when it comes to opening email attachments. Experts say do not click on links in unsolicited email messages asking for money. Number 3, be wary of fraudulent pleas and donation ads on social networking sites. The DHS Cyber Agency also warns about door-to-door solicitations during tragedies. Even with all the scams, charitable giving can be an important part of healing after a national incident.
You do your best to be one of the good guys. You do your best knowing that, hey, there's going to be others out there that do things wrong, that do things for the wrong reasons, that are unethical. But when you go in with the right heart in the first place, everything works out.
I'm Meredith Wood.
That's all we have for our political corner. APSU-TV News, we'll be right back.
During high school, I hung with the wrong crowd and I never graduated.
I helped Santiago in many different ways, like all fathers do, because he always wanted to go to college.
I felt a little embarrassed to come back to school, but eventually once I came here, I knew that it's for a bigger goal.
He was very dedicated, hardworking. He connected with his teachers. He connected with other students. That was one of the key reasons why he was able to keep forging ahead.
It was amazing to see him graduate. This was one thing that meant so much to him, and of course, it meant so much to us too.
With the help of my father and having my son, that was all the motivation that I needed. That support is everything.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is. Paw?
Do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
Welcome back to APSU TV News. I'm Emily Waldon with your weather. First, going to take a look at our current national temperatures. In New York, we're at 47 degrees. Chicago's at 34 degrees. Atlanta's at 49 degrees. Dallas is at 61 degrees. Denver's at 63 degrees. Los Angeles at 71 degrees. And Seattle is at 49 degrees. Now for the highs today in Tennessee. Clarksville at 50 degrees. Nashville is also at 50 degrees. Memphis is at 55 degrees. Chattanooga is at 50 degrees, and Knoxville is at 43 degrees. Moving on to the lows today in Tennessee, Clarksville is at 27 degrees,
Nashville's at 28 degrees. Memphis is at 34 degrees. Chattanooga's at 32 degrees. And Knoxville's at 31 degrees. Our current weather, it is 45 degrees. Cloudy with winds going northwest at 20 miles per hour. Tonight's weather, it will be 27 degrees with winds going north at 9 miles per hour, and precipitation will be 10%. For our 5-day forecast, expected on Friday to be mostly sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 27. Saturday expected to be sunny with a high of 55 and a low of 34. Sunday expected to be partly cloudy with a high of 63 and a low of 46. Monday expected to see PM showers with a high of 63 and a low of 55. And Tuesday expect to see showers throughout the day with a high of 65 and a low of 51. This is all for your weather. APSU-TV News will be right back.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your closet. Still no jobs? Just more stuff? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs.
Good afternoon, APSU. And today we will be covering the major events that's going on nationally and the events in our very own backyard, starting with our basketball teams. APSU's men's basketball team last Saturday went head-to-head against Murray State. Unfortunately, they lost the battle 61-75. Rather than being the first seed, it pushed them all the way back to the third seed. And that loss, points were definitely hard to come by. Jordan Adams led the way with 27, while the other star on the team, Terry Taylor, didn't play his best game, scoring only 9 points in 34 minutes. With that being said, Austin Peay still had an amazing season, and it's not over. Yesterday, they took on Eastern Illinois in the quarterfinal of the OVC tournament. Out of the two matchups against Eastern Illinois this season, they split the series 1-1. Both games were won by a slim victory. In fact, the last game they played went to overtime and ended in an Eastern Illinois victory. The Governors came out aggressive and was ready for revenge against EIU. Yesterday, they beat EIU 65-76. Wish them a good luck tonight as they play Murray State at 9 p.m. The Lady Governors had an outstanding season this year. They finished with a record of 18-12 and an invitation to the OVC Championship against Belmont on Wednesday. During the OVC Championship game, Ariel Gonzalez-Varner, aka AGV, had 20 points on 9 of 14 shooting, but that wasn't enough to beat Belmont. They lost in a title T thrillers 76-73. The game was about free throws, while Belmont took 30 and Austin Peay only took 12. But congratulations on the season, Lady Govs. We're already excited and looking forward to next season. APSU men's baseball team this season so far has an overall record of 5-7, but a home record of 4-4. In their previous game against SIU, the Govs won 4-1. APSU plans to keep the win streak alive against the conference foe, Murray State. They play them tonight at 6, Saturday at 1 p.m., and Sunday at 1 p.m. as well. The Lady Gov softball also is in session. They have a record of 6-10 with a win streak of 1. Their next game is today at 3:30 versus Bradley. APSU women's golf team won the flight team championship at Kiowa Island this past week. The head coach, Jessica Cathy, said that she hopes this win will be a launching spot for a successful spring. The men's golf team has the Auburn Invitational coming up on March 8th through March 10th. Wish them a good luck if you see them around campus. On to the national news. The hysteria behind the Tom Brady free agency continues to heat up. Tom Brady went to a Syracuse game recently and was spotted FaceTiming Tennessee Titans head coach Mike Vrabel. Now let's just let that simmer. Also, Melvin Gordon, who was involved in the holdout last season, decided to part ways with the Los Angeles Chargers and test the free agent market. Steph Curry's return last Sunday was pushed back and ultimately happened last night. Steph Curry flirted with a triple-double last night. He poured in 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. Welcome back, Mr. Curry. The Memphis Grizzlies have won their previous 2 games by 39 points behind rookie Ja Morant. They currently hold the 8th seed. If the playoffs were to start today, they would play the #1 seeded Los Angeles Lakers, led by the Arguable MVP LeBron James. And that's all for sports today. APSU TV News will be right back.
Here's to the things that can keep us safe. Those we use all the time with hardly a thought. Those that are silently standing by to save our lives. And now, those that we carry with us everywhere we go. Many mobile devices will now bring you wireless emergency alerts, real-time information directly from local sources you know and trust. With the unique sound and vibration, you'll be in the know wherever you are.
Did you know that Kentucky is home to nearly 1,000 species of wildlife?
The Kentucky Department of Fish and Wildlife has a team of scientists dedicated to the monitoring and study of animals that are not hunted, fished, or trapped.
We work every day to improve Kentucky's landscape so that these species can thrive.
And now there's a way for you to jump in and help.
When you become a member of Kentucky Wild, we'll work side by side and do our part to keep Kentucky wild.
Clarksville Police welcomed 9 new officers to their department this week. Mayor Joe Pitts administered the oath of the office to the officers, along with 2 certified officers at the city's council chambers this past Sunday, March 2nd. The Clarksville Police Department posted these pictures on their Facebook page. They say the officers will be trained in-house starting March 29th of this year, and they can expect to graduate June 19th, 2020.
Comic-Con fans, your day of fun and fandoms is here. ClarksvilleCon is happening right here in our very own city. ClarksvilleCon.com says more than 125 exhibitioners will attend the con, featuring all types of interest from comic books and video games to anime and cosplay, and so much more. Confirmed guest attractions include Nicholas Faseisen, the creator of Deadpool, the Mystery Machine from the Scooby-Doo TV series, the Red and Silver Power Rangers, and so many more that you can check out all on the website. ClarksvilleCon happens at the Riverview Inn tomorrow, March 7th. Admission is $20, but kids under 11 get in for free. Ticket info is at clarksvillecon.com.
You can enjoy a colorful weekend at the Clarksville Montgomery County Public Library's Rainbow for Reading with Equality. This Sunday, March 8th, the public library will have members and allies of the LGBTQ+ community reading LGBTQ+ books, along with books of affirmation, music, spoken word pieces, and more. You can find out more by following Equality on Equality Clarksville, on Facebook.
Austin Peay spring break is here, and we have some important dates to tell you. Our spring break starts today, and classes resume on Monday the 16th. Right after that, our second 8-week session B starts on Wednesday the 18th. That means that if you have an online 8-week class coming up, make sure that you check your D2L account that first Wednesday so you can get a strong start for the second 8 weeks. You have until April 3rd to drop a class with a W. So enjoy your vacations, check your D2Ls, and let's head into session B on a strong note. Check out apsu.edu/handbook for all important spring calendar dates.
Some of you may have thought that Austin Peay's campus was a little untamed yesterday afternoon. Austin Peay's Biological Honor Society and Wildlife Society brought a few wild animals to campus to raise money for a local wildlife rescue organization. Here are a few pictures of the animals that came to our campus. There were many birds, including a vulture, a few owls, and a bald eagle.
Now, this is a story you're not going to believe. One relationship was tested when a brother made good on a years-old bet, wait for it, by bringing a live llama to his sister's wedding. Jeremy Roth has today's. Take a look at this.
An Ohio man brought a tuxedo-clad llama to a wedding, delighting everyone except the bride. Mendel Weinstock was making good on a promise he'd made years ago to his sister, Riva. Annoyed by her constant wedding daydreaming, he vowed to bring a llama if and when the big day ever happened. Riva figured he was just yakking, so she bet the farm, agreeing to his hypothetical terms. Fast forward 5 years, and Mendel made good, much to Riva's chagrin. And although Wendel's dapper guest was forced to remain outside the venue, 2 inflated llamas were seated at the lucky couple's head table. No need for a doggy bag at this Washington area food truck. It serves up healthy fast food treats, but with a twist. They're just for dogs. Ron and Solo Holloway are the owners of Wolf Bowl. Their food is made fresh daily, and they serve everything from hamburgers, tacos, donuts, and even dog beer. Finally, check out a California homeowner's homemade answer to would-be thieves. Katie Camarena says thieves have been stealing items from cars in her area, so she set up a motion-activated sprinkler to protect her possessions. Needless to say, the do-it-yourself defense is making a big splash. My favorite part is the extra squirt at the end. And stay out! For Take a Look at This, I'm Jeremy Roth.
Okay, you guys, spring break's coming up. What are y'all's plans?
I'm going to New Orleans with my family.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Oh, that's great. I got a lot of family down there, but I'm going to Chicago, back home.
That's cool. Emily?
I'm just heading home. My sister's having her bachelorette trip, so I'm super excited.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Wedding right around the corner.
Yep. Where's home?
Home is outside of Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. What about you, Meghann?
Well, our golf team, we actually leave right now at 5 o'clock. We're going to Jacksonville, Florida for our tournament.
Cool.
So, last tournament. Huh?
That's a good spring break trip.
Yeah, hopefully I'll come back with a little bit of a tan, but I guess I won't be coming back to this news station. I've kind of been talking with everybody. I'm a little sad. This is my senior spring semester. I'm done, so.
We're gonna miss you, but we'll stay in touch.
I know we will. This has been a great cast. I'm thankful. Kyren's not up here, but I love her, love our producers. You guys have really made it special for me, so I'm just thankful for my time up here. But yeah, so emotions aside, spring break's gonna be awesome.
It will.
And the weather's gonna be nice in Jacksonville, Florida as well.
Yes, it will. I've heard sunny in 70s.
That's right.
But guys, that is all the time that we have for today. So be sure to join in the interaction by liking us on Facebook at APSU-TV Clarksville.
At Instagram at APSU_TV.
Thank you for watching another edition of your Govs News Weekend Update.
And as always,
let's go Peay!